Final game. All the marbles.
All the marbles. We've got to find a way to get this done. You know, we win one game, we'll be bowl eligible. We've got to play as a team. We've got to manufacture points. We got to do everything possible to get this W.
Michael, they seem to have a very aggressive defense. Even though they're 5-6, they're a +9 in turnover margin. So where do you see most of the aggression coming from? Is it a lot of blitzes or different coverages? How would you describe that?
Yeah, they're an attacking defense. They play downhill with their linebackers. They move, they stunt, they bring 5-man pressure, 6-man pressure, and they do it on all downs and distances. So they don't like to sit back and just play static. So this is one of those deals where we're going to have to be good in our protection schemes, making sure that we do what's necessary to pick up all the stuff that they do.
Can you just kind of assess what happened, last week against Western Kentucky? Kind of we talked about the inconsistency of the offense. It seemed like it continued last Saturday.
Yeah, we moved the ball again. We just have to finish drives. We have to go in the red zone and complete the drives that we had. We had opportunities early in that ball game where we could have scored touchdowns, and we just didn't finish. And we've got to just finish the drives that we have and make sure that we score touchdowns and not settle for field goals.
Alex said Cabbage got his first start at right tackle. Obviously not the easiest way to do it on the road against some good defensive ends. How did you think he performed?
Well, I think he did okay. It was his first start, like you said. But overall as a group, we just got to play better as a group. But he did okay. I mean, he didn't hurt us. So that's just one of those deals where he can get more comfortable as he gets more playing time. But I think for his first start, though, I think he did a nice job.
Coach, he got a little banged up. It seemed like the last in his shoulder area. What have you seen from him so far? Do you think he's on track to go?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we have to watch him today. We got to watch him tomorrow. But he's here. He's enthusiastic. He's throwing out there. So we'll see. I think he'll be okay.
And how confident do you feel? Again, if he can't go, we'll see. But if just kind of Chauncey running the offense, you feel comfortable with him kind of being that backup coming in? Yeah,
Chauncey's been around a long time. He knows what to do. If we have to put him in the game, he'll do fine. So I'm not worried about Nick at all. I think he'll be okay.
And we saw a little bit of time given to Jamal Edgerin and Sabiri Mosley. I mean, are these guys you can see maybe being a little bit more on the game plan this week compared to the past couple weeks?
Well, we're gonna try to get them in and do some things with them. But they're young guys. We're trying to ease them along and get them included in our game plan. I know Jamal's coming off an injury, so you got to really be smart with him and how you use him. And when you're coming off a knee injury, you got to gain confidence back in that leg again, and he's starting to do that. But you got to be smart in how you use him. So he's coming along, getting better, and the more that he gets healthy, then I think the more you'll see him on the field. And then Zuberi is just going to, be a guy that will get in there and then see how he does.
Last week, had a chance to really cut it to a one-score game a couple of times, and unfortunately there were 2 turnovers. I mean, especially against good teams, those opportunities. You got to be able to take advantage of those. You let them go by the wayside, and then you put yourself in a tough spot.
Yeah, I mean, you take those turnovers, you take the time we got down the red zone on the 3-yard line early in the game and didn't finish, and we ended up on the 17-yard line kicking a field goal. I mean, so those are, when you play against a good football team, you got to cash in on those. And, that can change the whole complexion of the game. So we just got to just execute better when we get down inside the red zone.
And what's something you want to see from the offense because sort of this week of practice? It seems like in the final game you're trying to go eligible. Does the sense of urgency need to be at its highest?
Yeah, I think their sense of urgency is good. I think we just have to relax and just play with more composure and poise and execute better, especially in those situations when we get down tight. Third down situations, red zone, all those types of deals when you need to execute. We've got to make sure that we do those things this week in order to win this game.
Anybody else? Thank you.
Thank you.
Good Thanksgiving.
Thank you. You too. Thank you.
One guaranteed left.
One more.
Yeah. Can you just talk a little bit about, I know it's a long time ago, but your freshman year and what you've seen go through the program?
I mean, so much done changed from when I first walked into the Oxy building to now. And it's just honestly a great thing to see to what FAU has become and how they're still growing to become a great program and organization, and it just feels good to being a part of being one of the guys being a part, of some of that success, and it's just good to. It makes me feel a little better and at ease knowing that Saturday is my last game, and knowing that so much we done brought 2 conference championships that since I've been here, 2 bowl games, a lot of wins, a lot of ups and downs. Of course it was some ugly with some good, but it's amazing to see, and I'm just happy to see what FAU is becoming and still is growing.
You come from a nationally known high school program, and I'm sure when you signed your letter of intent, most folks didn't know where FAU was.
No.
Do you feel the work that's been done here in the last 6 years have built it to where those same St. Thomas kids would know who FAU is now?
Oh, most definitely. This isn't the same FAU, and I feel that those kids that are getting recruited out of high school, when they do get an offer from FAU, it's not just, it's an offer from FAU. It's now, it's an offer from FAU. Them boys been playing good over there. They got good coaches over there, They changing that program around, new facility, nice stadium. It's not the same FAU. The FAU has a little more oomph to it, and that's good, and that's what you want to see.
James, it's the last regular season game. Is it important to you as a senior to try to extend that to one more game?
Most definitely. That's definitely my goal, and I'm gonna give it 110% to make sure everyone has that. Try to get that chance from the freshmen all the way down to the seniors, so we can just get another opportunity, man. Another opportunity to put it all on tape. Another opportunity to play with this group together. So I'm gonna do my hardest. I'm trying to make that happen.
You mentioned some of those things that's been accomplished since you've been here. When you look at guys like yourself, Jordan Helm, Carell Smith, John Mitchell, and so forth, you have to have, I would think, a feeling that you've made a difference in this program and grown as people.
Yeah, most definitely. Me and Carell Smith talk about that all the time because when we were coming in, me and Carell was like the first 2 people to be committed to FAU. Like we were committed our junior season. You get what I'm saying? So we were committed like a long time. And then guys just like John Mitchell and Ham. Ham was like a little guy before he got here. You feel me? So now he's just grown into one of our best players. A great guy on defense. So everybody's just kind of made their role, and no matter what the ups and downs or what adversity everyone faced it, they just always put the program first. They always put FAU football first before they put themselves. And that's what winning football is, when you care about the team and the guys to your left and your right of you. That's what winning football is. And all those guys you mentioned and myself, we just took that day by day, year by year, and and some good things came out of that.
It seems one of the main priorities for this game again is just to extend that season, send you guys off the right way.
Yes, sir.
Have you seen that from sort of the underclassmen, the freshmen, the sophomores, the juniors, that it's the sense of urgency of kind of giving you guys one more game after this?
Yes, sir. You could definitely see it out of the younger guys. They're starting to understand it a little bit more. How important it is. At first when you hear it, especially as a young guy, you really don't think it's that serious. You kind of think from a young guy perspective. I still got 3, 4, 5 years. I don't really kind of get it, but now you kind of see the sense of urgency in the young guys and how important this game is, and that's what you should want to do, and not even for the seniors, but for yourselves. Just like I say, it's always great to have another opportunity, to put it on tape, put it on film, and it's a bowl game. Who doesn't want to win a bowl game? You know what I'm saying? So,
has the years here for you? Does it seem like it's been 5+ years, or has it gone by almost in a snap of a finger?
It feels 5+ years, but it definitely went fast. I was just talking to Coach Hines Wars about it. How the seniors, when I came in, they told me it would go fast and cherish every moment and have fun, and it came fast. It came real fast, but it was well worth it, and everything that came with it. It was fun. Good, bad, and ugly, whatever it was. It felt like 5+ years.
You touched on some of the freshmen and sophomores. What do you think you taught those young guys who will fill your role or fill your shoes when you're gone?
Oh, man, I think the number one thing is just holding that standard. You know what I'm saying? When it's work time, it's work time. When you're going out there to practice, make sure you're working on your craft, executing everything, holding everybody accountable. You know what I'm saying? Because in the game of football, this is a team sport. That's why a lot of people probably can't play this sport. But, it takes all 11, especially for the running backs. I think that they understand that. And as we say, the running backs are the tempo setters. So I feel that me going to be gone soon. I think they understand that and how to hold the stand, hold the rope, and how to practice, and how to be locked into the details and how to just take the game serious and working on your craft.
Yeah, looking ahead to the game Saturday, what do you want to see out of the offense this Saturday?
I just want to see us go. I just want to see us have fun and play with the confidence. Play like how we know we can play. Continue to work on our little things and work on the details in the game. No missed assignments. I just want us to play loose, play fast, play fun, and play physical. That's it.
You've had the opportunity to play middle quite a few times,
Mm-hmm.
and every time it's an odd game.
Yeah.
Or it seems that way. What do you anticipate from this week?
I anticipate, as far as like the defense, they're gonna fly around to the ball. Especially what I've seen on film, that they're a defense that wants to hit you, wants to play physical. They like to send a lot of pressures. Try to get a little exotic with it. Try to catch people off guard. Try to catch the running back in the bad, like pass protection. So I'm expecting all that. I'm expecting their best. And their hardest because they're in the same position we are. So they're trying to get to that bowl game too, just for their seniors and their program too. So I'm expecting a little bit of everything.
They traditionally have a lot of Florida guys.
Yeah.
Do you know any of their players? Or are you too old for their players?
No, we had we had one. We had a DB that was supposed to come here, and he went to Middleton. I knew him. He's a local guy. He's out of Deerfield, LaFrance. So that's about the only guy that I know. He should still be over there.
I do want to ask you because, again, it seems like, leave a lot, obviously, for the running backs. I mean, what have you seen from the younger running backs there? Do you feel like that position group is going to be good for the next, couple of years for FAU?
Yeah, I think they'll be good because, like, some of those guys, like Larry McCannon, Kevin Dean, Malcolm Davis, those guys they've been here. They've been here with the coaching changes. They've been here, so they know how to hold a stand. They know what it takes. They know how important our group is, and just like with another young running back with Zuberi Mobley, he's coming along great, man. I talk to him every day. His locker's right next to mine, so I'm just trying to give him all the game I can before I leave, and he'll be fine though. He's already picking up, got his first, bit of action last week, and he did good. So I'm excited to see what he does.
You talk about what you've taught the younger guys, but you've been here. You mentioned Hines Ward,
Mm-hmm.
Monty Kiffin,
Mm-hmm.
Lane Kiffin, Charlie Partridge, a bunch of guys in the NFL.
Right.
Can you put it together in just a couple words about the diversity or the impact that those people have had on the program?
They had a tremendous impact on me, especially those guys that you mentioned. They just kind of bring that attitude and that mindset, and just them in their presence just kind of make you want to work, and make you want to be the best that you can be. And they just kind of, give you so much free game and about life and after football. And they're just some great guys. And those guys, those guys are the reason why this program is flowing how it is and how it's going and how it's going to continue to keep growing.
Very good. Anybody else? All right,
Thank you,
thank
guys.
you.
Appreciate it.
Coach, down to the wire. This is for all the marbles this weekend. Big task.
Yeah, it's season went fast, and excited for these these seniors, and they've done a lot for the program, and and we want to try to make sure we can end on a positive note. It's been a frustrating few weeks, but we got one last shot to try to make it right, and hopefully play a complete game, as a team, and try to win and gain some bowl eligibility is important, and hopefully we'll have an opportunity if we're fortunate enough to win the game.
You talked a little bit about last week. Again, we talked so much about that Western Kentucky offense, and it seems like we saw it firsthand.
Pretty good. I think they do an excellent job. Very prolific thrower of the football, and thought they catch the ball extremely well. Had some coverages that just couldn't make plays. I mean, they throw the ball in some positions that only their guys can catch, and he does a great job of that. I thought they attacked the football, strong-handed guys out there on the perimeter, and it was extremely frustrating. Thought we very limited pass rush. Times we did, I think we interfered with the guy once, or just didn't play good enough collectively, all the way around, and that's an offense that can spread you out. I thought they did a good job blocking on the perimeter on their screens. Was problematic for us. We didn't react well to the screens anywhere. So, there was some things that we obviously need to correct, and I don't know if we'll see anybody quite like that here for a while. But I thought they did an extremely good job of executing their offense.
Middle uses two different quarterbacks. Are they basically running the same packages, or are there little nuances between the two?
Well, I think they probably lean a little more, quarterback read plays, sweeps, read the quarterback runs. So, you gotta, they show up with the other quarterback as well, but, he's more likely maybe to handle the ball or hold the ball more. So we have to be prepared for those quarterback type runs.
Coach tagged some money that there's a possibility that, Khalif Bryce can play. I mean, how huge is that for the defense, especially in the final game of the season?
Well, we've been getting thinner and thinner. It feels like every week. The totality of the snaps, is starting to add up, and that's Caleb's been a big part, of what we've done here for a long time, and he brings a presence and a physicality. He's a much bigger linebacker than our other guys, so he brings stability to our group, and he's been a very constant player for us throughout the year, and you could see we've probably regressed a little bit since his absence, and he's been a really good player for us. So it's been tough without him, and hopefully he'll get some opportunities this weekend.
Jaden Williams got a lot of snaps at corner, true freshman. Talk about a baptism by fire against the most prolific passing team in the country, and I know he probably had kind of a roller coaster day, but the experience, I guess, would probably only benefit him.
I thought the kid played extremely well. I think he competed. I think he wasn't overwhelmed by the situation, and those are all positives for us, playing in your first game like that on the road. Throwing him in there and baptism by fire, and really pleased with the way he handled everything. He's been a mature kid. He shows great instincts on the field, and I thought he did, for his first game extremely well, and something to build off of, and pleased with his play.
Anything else? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good Thanksgiving.
As I've said to the other guys, last one for all the marbles. This will be, I think, game 60 for you. What do you anticipate from middle? And I know you're well versed with their play, and Stockstill is there with their wide receivers, so you're familiar with him.
Yeah. Just this game is just about just going out as winners. We don't want to go out with a loss, and go out with the win, so we can be bowl eligible and see if we get a chance to play in a bowl game.
Can you just talk about your time here again? It seems like you played, again, almost like 20% of the games for here. Can you just talk about your time at FAU, how it was for you?
I've seen a lot, been through a lot. The experience here was amazing. Coming here in 2017 and finally playing my last game, it's just bittersweet. I haven't realized I played those many games. I didn't realize that I've been here that long. It's just been going like day by day. It seemed like I haven't been here for long, but once you look back at it, I've been here for a minute. And my experience here has just been great, phenomenal. I wouldn't trade anything for else.
Before you got here, the program wasn't in a great place.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at what you and some of the other seniors have been able to accomplish here, can you say to yourself with confidence, we made a difference, we made changes?
Oh yeah, for sure. Most definitely. Myself and the other guys that came in with me and that helped bring the program, from, little to a lot. With Kiffin first year was here, winning the championship, winning bowl games, winning another championship in 2019, and winning bowl games. Just to see the people in the community, the fans, happy for us, and that we get a chance to do that for them every year, every season. It's just real fun. It just feels real good to do that for the people, for the community.
And what about the guys behind you? What do you think you taught some of those younger guys who will fill your role when you're gone?
First and foremost is just B.O.B. Band of Brothers, and just the standard of winning that we have set around here. Nothing less. Everybody expect us to win, so let's do that. And that's just the goal, to win championships. That's the only goal it is.
Talking a little bit about last week, obviously kind of a big day for Bailey Zapp with Western Kentucky and stuff like that. What do you want to kind of take from that game and kind of correct the wrongs going into Saturday?
We just have to get more turnovers, get the ball back to our offense a little bit more, and we just have to tone in on the little details. It was a couple plays that we missed and that they scored on, that it was just one little mistake or one little key thing that led to that. So we just have to tone in on the little details and just keep continuing to grow as a team.
Coming from Mobile to a community that prides itself on being very diverse, and you certainly have had a diverse collection of DB coaches, Monty Kiffin included. Mm-hmm. Can you talk about something away from football that you've learned from that group of people or the community of Boca Raton?
It's just no matter what you do in life, like there is always somebody that's paying attention. There's always somebody watching, so you always want to put your best effort in front, no matter like what you do. There's always somebody paying attention. There's always somebody watching you, doing the things that you do throughout your life. So just try to make it your best.
Anybody else?
No. Thanks, Zeke.
One more. How about Jaden Williams and him being thrown into the light last weekend? Can you talk a little bit about his play and maybe the future of the corners?
Jaden, he's a pretty good freshman. He's helped us out throughout practices. He's getting better with the techniques, with the system, with the defense. His future is bright. He has a lot of potential. He just have to just keep continuing to work hard. Listen to the coaches, and just keep continuing to do what he do. He'll be a great player here at FAU.
Great.
One more thing. What about obviously Tyreek Tisdale played a little bit?
No. That was is a duplicate number issue. That was Jaden.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
All right, y'all too.